Welcome, welcome, welcome to GarnetQueentarot. Gemini's in the house. Hey Gemini's, how you doing? What's up? I hope everybody's doing okay. Summer is hot as could be. Well, it's doing its job, right? But it's like going to extremes. It's hot as heck out here. Oh my gosh. I mean, dry heat. Hot, 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 just piercing down on you. It's like, what is up? How's the weather by you? Part of the woods are you? What neck of the woods are you in? My gosh. Let's see. Let's talk to our wonderful Geminis. What's on your mind? How's summer going for you? Ooh. All right. Looky here. New beginnings. Changes taking place. Transformation. I'm telling you. You're doing things differently. You're going to be moving soon. To a different apartment, different house. You starting things over. I see more of home life changing other than career. You might be getting a promotion at work or working in a new area. Ask the questions and saying, you know what answers you're seeking. Do what you have to do because the arrival, a new relationship, yes. Somebody in you is getting ready to be aligned properly. Somebody's going to ask you to be their girlfriend or their woman and be with them, or their man. Arrival of some good news is coming your way. Expect some good news because you're starting over. You're doing things differently. You want to be in love. You've had some past relationships that have made you doubt certain things. Endless possibilities. Great news is on the way, I'm telling you. The arrival is coming. Something that you've been working toward. It could be new car, new house, new apartment. Changes. Serious changes. I mean, it could be a new career opportunity since you're starting over. I don't see you. But if there's endless possibilities, you could pick any message out the hat because it's on your path. And you know what I love? The angel cards have your wings open out. You know? It's like look at the arrival. See how those wings are? That's you being happy. That's you being free. That's you having opportunities. And because you have opportunities and endless possibilities, anything that you've been manifesting on is getting ready to take you to the next level. It says, speak to the angels. Listen to your inner self. You know, that's the key to a lot of things. I don't even believe that people realize that a lot of the answers that you are seeking, you have buried inside of you. Because when you, like if you've been seeing like 111, 144, what was the one? I saw 844. It's like, you're on the right path. You're working towards your goals. You're picking and choosing now that you have opportunities. And you have this fearless energy going on with you right now. You even if you have the slightest tinge of fear, you're putting it to the side and you're moving forward. You're wanting to come out of the element where you're fearful, where you're not taking the leap of faith, where you're scared to make moves. This is the time. You're on the right path. And you need to save up a little bit more money because you're trying to be reeled in because you're just like expanding and flying and you just feel so good. But look out for a rainy day. Okay? Make sure that you're putting away some mad money. That's what my mom used to call it, mad money. Where you got everything else. Bills are going to always be there. You got to pay your bills. But I'm saying, like, my mother used to put away, she'd put away $5 here, $10 here, $20 here. And I remember her and my dad were going, their friends were going on what was it, like a 14-day type cruise thing. And they were stopping in different countries. And my dad, no, they were going to Brazil. That was the other time when they was going on that cruise. They were going to Brazil. And everybody was paying for their hotel and getting all these things. And my dad had to pay taxes and stuff like that. And I remember he didn't have the money. It would take him a while to accumulate again. But my mother was the type that she would not let nobody stop no show for her. She was going. And she told my father, he's like, you know, it's like, we're not going to be able to go with all of them on the trip. And my mother said, what are you talking about? She said, we're going. She said, our passports are updated. We are going. He said, but we don't have the money. I don't have it right now. And he's telling my mom. And she said, I have it. And my dad looked at her. And I remember because we were sitting in at the dining table. And she said, I'm not telling nobody I can't go anywhere. She said, I have the money. He said, you have enough to pay? And even for us to have, you know, gratuity and these things our father say, he's West Indian. And my mother said, yes. And he said, where you get money from? Because at that time my mom hadn't been working, but she saved like a champion, boy. My mother saved like a champion. Oh my gosh. That's why she used to get so angry with me. When you want something in life, you work toward it. Okay? You ask the needful questions. You look at your opportunities and possibilities, but you put some change to the side. So that when you want to do something, you have the money to do it. You know, I'm learning that myself too, because there's so many opportunities to do so much more when you have the money to do it. So you don't want to kill yourself each and every time. Put aside quarters, nickels, dimes, dollars, everything. I have a friend that he would have the whole year a big jar, like those water bottles that you use at the coolers, the big ones. And every bit of change that he got, he always put it inside the container. By October, November, it was full. Because he just put change in there. He keeps his dollars, but he just puts change in there. He buys his Christmas gifts off of saving in that big water cooler container. Do something different. And make up your mind. These opportunities are new beginnings for you. And you weigh your pros and cons and figure out what is going to work for you. Because it's endless possibilities. It's endless possibilities. So much, look at that, so much growth. It shows opportunities, possibilities. And you're not going to be alone. Birds of a feather flock together. Surround yourself with people that have your best interest at heart. People that are going places. You don't want to stay in the same circles and nothing ever changes as far as growth. You are finding people that have that are like-minded, that think like you. Not exactly like you, but will show you ways to do things to get ahead. People that give you information because they're not in your circle normally. Or they're always out there and they know the next show is going to be here, or this movie's coming out, or, you know, this party's happening, this place is free. You learn so much from people. You're energized. This is positive energy right here, right now. You're opening to learning new things. That's just how it is. I see people coming into your life because when they're telling you the birds of a feather, right? You're seeing the people come into your life that want to fly like you. They're not the people to hold you back. And I can assure you that within the past year, you let go of some people that you were considering to be friends. They may be colleagues, but you also picked up on vibrations from people. You know who's for you and who's not. You know that you get an eerie feeling sometimes when certain people are pretending to be your buddies and are not. You already know. But what you're learning is that you not use people, but you utilize people who compliment you in the sense that I can't stand when they do this, this, and this. But you know what? Overall, it's a benefit having them around because everybody's not going to measure up to my standards and do things the way. And I know that I could be quick-tempered at times, right? So you want to be able to explore, learn, and test the waters. Don't just shut things down. Test the waters, because with new beginnings is a new attitude. You're asking the right questions and you're talking to your angels. Ask them for help too. You know great things are arriving for you. New stuff is coming in. So that's that positive energy, right? And then the possibilities are opening because you're focusing on your intuition and you're thinking things through. Because you know you're a thinker, okay? So you looking at everything from every angle and you thinking things through before you actually make a decision. That void in between, if something is missing, like if you're cooking a meal and you can't figure out as you're cooking it and you're tasting and everything, and I hope y'all taste y'all food when you're cooking, you know that something, you can't put your hand on it. You don't know exactly what it is, but something is missing. Okay? You know something is missing in your life. And you have different ideas of what it could be. But even if you get a taste of this season, a taste of that season, everything is coming together slowly but surely, but it has not arrived to the destination where you want it to be. So something is missing. Something could be missing in your life. Something could be missing on the job. Something could be missing that you're not getting. And you're on your discovery search to figure out what it is. So you're testing the waters. You're asking the questions. You're starting over. You're looking at different opportunities. Blessings are coming your way. New relationship. This person may not be the kind of person that you would normally go out with and date. But because of the failed relationships in the past, you're asking yourself, am I doing the same thing over and over and expecting a different result? Am I insane? No. You're going to change your perspective. You're going to try something different. You might always date a guy that looks this way. Now you're going to explore and date a guy that looks that way. This type of female has always been on your list. But now you're going to try another type of female to see if maybe looking from a different angle, a different perspective, I can grow and maybe get in mesh with who I'm meant to be with. You don't know. This is where you are flying high and you recognizing that in order for new things to come into my life, I have to be willing to flap those wings. So this is a whole change for you. You're being led in the direction to explore and expand. Let what you're learning take over and apply it on a new path, new direction, with the same major goals in mind because you know what you want to achieve. But how you're going to go through the process, you got to tweak it because it wasn't working for you that way in the past. So now you got to do it differently. You ever see people trying to get something through the front door and they keep twisting and twisting it, trying to make it, and then they try a different angle and it works? That's how life is. You know what you want, you know what you have to do, but sometimes arriving at that destination has twists and turns, and you got to keep twisting and turning until you get that chair through the door. That's how life is. So right now, accept the fact that major change is coming into your life. It could be a move, relationships, because here it's showing that something great is coming your way in the sense of love. Okay? you are going to meet your mate. You're going to take a time out and say, hey, this might be my person. But you keep moving. Keep exploring. Keep processing all the information that comes your way so that you can elevate to the next level. It's time for immediate satisfaction and sense of growth. You want certain things out of life? You got to grow in the direction that you have planted those seeds so that it can happen. You're not going to stay stuck. You're already in a new phase of your life. Major change. You just had birthdays and you want more out of life. You see yourself. You envision yourself where you want to be. So now you got to keep that illustration in your mind and work toward it. Don't become overwhelmed and act on emotion all the time. Think things through and then make a concise decision. You got this. And you know what? You're going to maintain it. Because you know why? Because you're focused. You're determined. And you're not letting those little obstacles in the road block you, because now you've been through so much. You know how to jump over those hurdles and change your mind. And you know what your words are? What's meant to be is meant to be. I'm not going to kill myself to make things perfect. I'm going to do my best to be my best, but I'm going to elevate regardless. I have massive opportunities on my path. You have major changes coming where you're going to gain your peace and solace. And nobody's going to take that away from you, because you are aligning with your truth and who you are. You're being your best self. But you had to go through some stuff, lose some relationships, lose some friends, block certain people out your life so that your blessings could come in. So don't give up. Keep forging forward. Keep believing. Ask the right questions and be you. Be the best you possible. Garnet Queen Tarot, where we're inspired to rise, we're inspired to learn, we're inspired to grow. You are growing and you are learning and you are secluding yourself from people that don't wish you well. And you don't want your emotions to rule your decisions. Don't react immediately at the time, all the time. Sometimes you just need to take a breather. You inhale and you exhale twice if you have to, or 3 times. But make sure you breathe, because there's a lot coming your way. How you react to everything, don't overwhelm yourself. Take a time out, breathe, and start back again, but never stop. Together we say, Garnet Queen Tarot, where we are inspired to rise. Please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you so much for stopping by the channel, having a conversation with me, with us. It is appreciated. Talk soon, okay?